Hello, it's me Sam here from WoopaGaming, and today I'm going to show you how to use and install the ItemCraft plugin for Bukkit. Now, the ItemCraft plugin for Bukkit basically allows you to combine server-side mods with client-side mods. So, effectively, it allows you to add new things into the game that you wouldn't have before. So, for instance, new block types, different world generation, like new trees and whatnot. Slopes, you can add new crafting recipes, new entities, trees, smelting, all the recipes. Some GUI as well, but I won't go into that today. And there's going to be two parts of this tutorial. This part here, which is going to be the server tutorial, how to install it on the server and whatnot. And there's also going to be a client-side tutorial as well to show you how to install the mods client-side. It's quite difficult sometimes, but we'll get through it. So, server side is actually not too bad. There's a few things you're going to have to do. So let's first make sure you're running the latest recommended build. At the moment it's 1000, and you're going to want to download ItemCraft 1.63 or whatever the latest. So click that. Save. I'm going to drag it across. And you're going to want this, put this in your root directory where CraftBukkit.jar is as well. Okay, right, so now we've got those two. You're going to want to modify your server start.bat. So let's edit that. So I've already edited it here, but you can have a look at this. Right, so let's explain what this does. So first of all, this is for Windows. I'll just bring up the Linux one on the secondary line. Give me a second. Okay, so what this is saying is that first of all, let's run the command Java. The minimum, well, that's the maximum, sorry, amount of RAM is 1 GB, and the starting amount of RAM is 1 GB. CP, don't have a problem with that. Now this is the important bit. It's ItemCraft.jar. Semicolon in Windows, whereas in Linux it's just a colon, and then the bit is going to be CraftBukkit 0.01 snapshot.jar or whatever you called your jar, and then the same with Linux, and then finally we'll just state the class, so org.bukkit.craftbukkit.Main, and that's what we have to do. And I've added pause there, so in case something goes wrong, it will just pause, and then I can look at the code, or else it just won't quit. So that's up to you whether you want to add that or not. But you can see they're pretty much the same, sorry, for Linux and for Windows. Or you can, that's the same, whatever. Right, so I've already done that. I'm going to start the server up. Fail. Damn it. As you can see, I started it from there. So, starting the server from the bat instead. Right. So you might get this error here. So, okay. Let's take a look at why we got that error. So, I think this is because I'm using the latest version, so I'm going to have to downgrade to 653. Let me just do that now. This is my previous one. So there we are. Right, so it's not working for the latest build, but it should be soon. So you're going to have to stick with 953. It does say 1000 there. I'm not sure why it's not working. I assume it will just be updated. It does say 953 there. Maybe it just takes a while to update. Oh yeah, there's the ItemCraft update there. So here's all the things that you'll get on your first startup. So it will say you're starting the server 1.7.2 or whatever. It'll say mod loader server beta initializing done, ItemCraft, and then the version of ItemCraft. And then it'll say all the startup files were created. So if we look here, we'll see the 3 new files: mods, ItemCraft, and all those in there, and configuration folder. So we'll have a look at those, but let's just hit any key. So then it will start generating the mods. While it's doing that, let's have a look at the config. So open up the config, and there's only one line in this which just shows the login level. You can change that to fine or finer, or whatever you want really. ItemCraft, open that. IC plugins, this is where you're going to put your ItemCraft plugins into, so put them in there. And IC script is all the ones where you want to enable or disable the plugins. We'll go over that when we actually install the plugin. And these is the item initialization, so you can uncomment all these if you don't want to use mod loader, and it's all self-explanatory with a little thing there. So if you don't want to use a enter the ID packet mod, then you can remove this hashtag. Okay, so there we are. We've loaded it up, but we're not running any ItemCraft plugins at the moment. So let's hurry ahead and do that. Now, for this purpose tutorial, we are using K-slopes. So down in the bit, there's a bit that says IC K-slopes. You're going to want to download that and drag it into your IC plugins file directory. So there we are, IC-K-slopes.jar. Now to enable it, we need to go to the IC script and plugins.ic, and then just uncomment IC-K-slopes.plugins.jar. And then if you want to add more, you can just copy that line and just paste it below, and just change this bit here. So there we are. Now if we reload the server, reload complete, we'll just stop and start it just so you can see. So as you can see now, where does it say? There we are, ItemCraft ICK slopes 0.1.1 loaded, and that was it. So we've just installed a server-side mod which modifies, adds slopes to the game. But how does that look? So I'm not going to go over how to install the client-side mod just yet. It'll be a separate tutorial. But I'll just show you how it looks in game. So, oops. Right, let's have a look. So let's give some. I just gave myself 64 blocks. I need a crafting bench as well. I had to pull that in it. Right. Right, so we can now make slopes in the game of Minecraft. So I'm not going to go over all the slopes, or I'm not even going to go over hardly any of them, just to show you that it is server side. So if we do that, we get a new block. It says wooden ceiling angle. We can take it out and place it around, and you can see interesting shapes, a wedge shape, I guess. And there we are. We can make like a underwater ceiling. I don't know what you like, but that's a normal staircase. We can make a wooden staircase backwards. I'm not going to go over them, just a few. Oh, that's the opposite in there. Oh, I just must have missed that. But as you can see, we can make new blocks. And now this is, in fact, multiplayer. In previous multiplayer, because I've just used the server there, because I will save, yeah. No, I'm not. So it is a multiplayer server. I will get someone else on, but he's not online at the moment. But yep, I might be able to show that for the client installation if he's on at that time. So thanks for watching today's tutorial. I know it's been a while since I've done one. So yep, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is me, Sam K for WoopaGaming, signing out.